Hey guys, happy Tuesday. We're going to keep on reviewing because I think a few of you probably didn't need the review from yesterday, but I think a few of you are like, oh, now some other things are starting to make sense. So I hope that's the case. I hope it's clicking a little bit more just to go through this law of cosine. We'll have this quiz on Thursday along with the area. I will give you the area formulas. Um, so you don't have to worry about memorizing the formulas, but we need to just kind of work through some problems. So I'm just going to start law of cosine. We will use the law of cosine when we are not given a side and an angle opposite it. Okay? If you ever have a side and an angle opposite, you will always use, yeah, that's right, the law of sine. Okay? So our two cases for the law of cosine are we for side, angle, side, or side, side, side. Okay? Remember there were some rules, there were some steps that were very good to follow. If you have side, angle, side, first thing you're going to do, find the third side. Third side using the law of cosine. Okay? Second piece is which is the most important, is to find the smaller of the two remaining angles. So put a star beside that one. Find smaller of the remaining angles. Okay, that's the most important piece. Okay, after that, you just subtract. Third angle. Okay, that's for the side, side, side. What about, that's for side, angle, side. Moving on to side, 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 the biggest piece is the first step. You always want to find largest angle first. Some of you have asked why. Okay, finding the largest angle first, cosine, when we do inverse cosine, it will give us if the angle is obtuse, okay? Whereas if we don't find that largest angle first and there's another angle that is obtuse, using sine will not give it to us. It will not find it. Now, you may have done it the other way and you get the correct answer, but I promise I have fallen into this trap where I didn't do this first and it came back to bite me, okay? I promise. Find the largest angle first, then it doesn't matter what you do after that. Find the other angles using the law of sine and then subtract, okay? Two pieces that are important, okay? So let's go ahead and go forward with the law of cosine and solve a few problems, okay? So I'm going to give you, of course, one of each of these. So if A equals 112.8 degrees, B equals 6.28 miles, or meters, sorry, that's an M for meters, and C equals 12.2 meters. Solve this triangle, okay? So if you want to draw it out, you can. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't give you the equation for the law of cosine. Do you remember that? I hope you do. I will not give you that equation. Okay? In this case, I'm solving for A, so I'm going to go ahead and write it here. Change colors. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. Okay? Whatever you have to do to remember it, the two sides were not given, and it's 2 times those two sides cosine of the angle that we're opposite that side we're looking for. Okay? So filling in the numbers, we don't have A. So A squared equals B squared, 6.28 squared, plus C squared, 12.2 squared, minus 2 times 6.28 times 12.2 times cosine of angle A, which is 112.8 degrees. I'm going to pull my calculator up because I didn't already have it up because I wasn't greatly prepared. Imagine that. So we can just plug all of this wonderful stuff into our calculator, and we have an answer. Now I'm going to tell you a hint. I've left my calculator at home again, and this is going to pull up and it's going to completely block my whole screen and I won't be able to do it. Okay, so I'll plug in some things, what I know. Thought this was going to be a short, quick video, and it will turn out to be something not. But I can do it all from here. All right, 6.28 squared plus 12.2 squared minus 2 times 6.28 times 12.2 times cosine. Don't anybody say sine. 112.8 degrees. Enter. That gives me 247.65, etc., etc., etc. A squared equals 247.658, dot, dot, dot. We gotta keep all that in our calculator. I need to find the square root. So second square root, second answer, equals, A is approximately 15.7 meters. All right. Then what else do we need to do? What's our next step? The important piece was the smaller of the two angles. Correct. All right. So actually, in this case, it really wouldn't matter because A is so big. So we now have a side over an angle. So we side opposite an angle. So we can use the law of sine. I'm still going to go to the smallest over side B. Okay, I'm going to bring back my handy dandy calculator and see if I can plug this in. Cross multiply, 15.7 sine B equals 6.28. 6.28 sine 112.8 equals that. Divided by, now I'm going to show you something. If you've got this type of calculator, I'm going back up to copy that answer to give me all my decimals. That will give me the most exact answer. I get a 0.3678. Now I'm going to take the inverse sine of second answer. So angle B equals, or is approximately 21.6 degrees. Okay? Then I'm going to take 180 minus, what's my angle? 112.8 minus, this time I'm not going to pull second answer because all my angles need to add up to 180. So I just subtract. So angle C would equal 45.6 degrees. All right. So we now have a side and two angles. We've solved a triangle. Good job. All right, let's do one more. Given a side. A equals 4.0 feet. B equals 5.0 feet. And C equals 8.0 feet. And our instructions say you must find the largest angle first. Okay, so which angle are we finding first? That's right, angle C. So we have to start with the biggest one here. I'm not writing the 0.0 in all my equations. So 4 squared plus 5 squared, we'll just know we have to have two sig figs at the end. 2 times 4 times 5 times cosine of C. And we're solving for C. So in this case, when I know the numbers, when they're nice and they're easy, I write them 16. If you don't trust yourself to do that, plug it all in your calculator, rearrange, solve, and just go for it. So 64 minus 16 minus 25. I don't even know what that is. Here we go. 64 minus 16 minus 25, and I'm left with 23 equals negative 40 cosine C. I'm going to divide by negative 40. divide by negative 40. I get a negative answer. So cosine is going to be obtuse, little hint. So inverse cosine, second answer. So angle C is approximately 125 degrees. I've got 3 sig figs. With that, am I going to round any less? No. Your degrees you leave. It's okay if they have extra, okay? But I'm not going to put 0.1. It's okay with that. So I found angle C. Angle C is this. Now it doesn't matter what we do. You can find anything you want. So I'm going over here to say C, which is 8, over cosine. See, it's not cosine. It's not the law of cosine. It's sine. 125 degrees equals, and it doesn't matter, 4 over sine A. Cross multiply. Here we go. 4 times sine 125. 4 sine. Ooh. I'm not even pulling a second answer there because I've rounded. Equals that. Divided by 8.4. Second sine, second answer. So A is approximately 24.1 degrees. Ugh. And then I'm going to subtract 180 minus 125 minus 24.1. And my angle B is approximately 30.9 degrees. So I've rounded some places. Okay? Law of cosine first. Law of sine second. Subtract third. You're done. All right. Now let's go back to our 2 equations for area. If you're given 2 sides and an angle in between, okay, if you're given 2 sides and an angle in between, meaning if you're given A equals 34.0 feet, C is equal to 42.0 feet, and angle B, big B, equals 55 degrees 10 minutes. I thought you were going to get away from that one. Can you find the area of this triangle? Okay, so the formula, which I will give to you, the area equals 1/2, because remember it is a triangle, the 2 sides you're given, whatever sides they are, and sine of what angle is in between them. Okay, so AC sine B. If I'd given you AB, so it would be AB and it would be sine C. Okay, the 2 sides you're given and the angle is always still half. So here we go, the area equals 1/2 of 34 times 42 times sine of 55 degrees 10 minutes. Okay, and we're just simply plugging that in our calculator. Okay, so here we go. I'm sure it's going to be right over my stuff. If I leave it down there. So I don't always put in the half. I divide by half at the end. So pardon me. 34 times 42 times sine 55 degrees 10 minutes. Don't forget your second angle button. That's so wonderful. Divided by 2. That's my half. So that area would simply equal 500. Oh, that's an awful 5. Sorry. 586 feet squared. And that's our 3 sig figs. Okay? That's it. If you're given 2 sides and an angle in between, you can find the area that way. The last one is using Heron's formula. Okay? That is if you're given 3 sides. Side, side, side. So let's see. Let's just do the last one we did. The problem was, I don't even remember the problem. I have it somewhere. The side was 4. A was 4, B was 5, and C was 8. Can you find the area? Okay, so it said we first have to find the S, the semi-perimeter. So here we go. S was equal to 1/2 of A plus B plus C. Okay, then we find the area by taking the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. Okay, that's the formula for the area. So here we go. Let's use it in this problem. So my S equals 1/2 of 4 plus 5 plus 8. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is going to be an odd number, so it's okay. It's going to be a fraction. 9 plus 8 is 17. Half of 17 is 8 1/2. I'm going to probably check that, just because I'm doing math in my head. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. 17 divided by 2 is 8 1/2. Okay, whew, at least I'm not too crazy. Then I'm going to go say the area is equal to the square root of 8.5 times 8.5 minus 4 times 8.5 minus 5 times 8.5 minus 8. Okay, I don't like to put all these in my calculator at one time. So I'm going to have 8.5 times 4.5 times 3.5 times 0.5. Okay, so I'm going to multiply all these numbers together. 8.5 times 4.5 times 3.5 times 0.5. Okay, lots of 0.5s. That is all those numbers together, right? Did I subtract everything? Yeah, okay, I think everything is correct. I have the 8.5 out front. There's 4 numbers there. Perfect. And now take the square root. Second answer, the area equals 8.18. Or actually, sig figs, I probably would just say 0.2. 8.2 feet squared. Okay, it's kind of a skinnier triangle. It's flatter. Okay, I think the one we did in class had huge numbers. I like this one a little better. Okay, following the formulas, I will give you both of these formulas. Okay, you just have to know what they mean and be able to plug them in. All right, I hope this wasn't too long. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And let me know if you have any questions. We'll talk later. Have a great day. And if I don't talk to you again, happy Easter. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter. I love you all. Have a good weekend. Bye.